Hey everyone! I know things might feel overwhelming right now, and I want to tell you that you're not alone. Today, I want to share with you my journey, the road I walked through the darkest time of my life, surviving a narcissistic marriage, fighting for my children in court, and learning to rise from the ashes of it all. I'm here to tell you that if I can come through it, so can you. The darkness felt suffocating. It wasn't just the end of my marriage, but the fear of losing my children and the loneliness that came with it. I was trapped in a cycle of emotional abuse where every day felt like a battle. The loneliness was deafening. The fear of being judged, misunderstood, or not believed haunted me. And then there was the court, fighting for my kids, feeling like no one really understood what I was going through. It was terrifying. But here's the thing about darkness. It has a way of revealing who we truly are. Through it, I learned lessons that I never could have imagined. The first lesson? Self-compassion. When you're stuck in a place of pain, it's easy to fall into self-blame. I felt like I had failed, like I wasn't enough. But every single day, I had to remind myself that I was doing the best I could, and that was enough. It wasn't about being perfect. It was about surviving. And sometimes, survival is victory enough. In the midst of the chaos, I had to learn to sit with the discomfort. And let me tell you, sitting with discomfort is hard. It's tempting to escape, to numb the pain, but the real healing happens when we lean into it. That's when I began to face my fear of being alone, to recognize the loneliness for what it was, a temporary state. And I started to ask myself, what do I need right now? Not tomorrow, not next year, but right now. What can I do today to take care of myself? I began small, a walk in nature, a cup of tea without the rush, writing down what I was grateful for, even when it was just the smallest thing. One day I wrote down, I am proud that I made it through today. And that was enough. Because when you're in the darkness, it's easy to forget how far you've come, but every small step counts. One of the hardest parts was the court battle, fighting for my children, knowing the other side was manipulating the truth, trying to paint me as the villain. It was exhausting, but I had to remind myself that I was fighting not just for my kids, but for the woman I was becoming. Every hearing, every document filed, every argument. It wasn't just a battle for custody, it was a battle for my future, my peace of mind, my healing. And every time I doubted myself, I had to remember, I am not alone in this fight. And then, one day, the light broke through. The court ruled in my favor. I had my children with me, and I had a new sense of strength that I never knew I had. But it wasn't just about winning the fight. It was about reclaiming my life. I learned that resilience isn't about never falling down. It's about getting back up, no matter how many times it takes. If you're in the darkness right now, I want you to know this. You are not lost. You are simply in the process of finding yourself. You are healing, even when it doesn't feel like it. And I want to encourage you to be gentle with yourself. Take small steps each day. Reflect on your feelings, but don't let them define you. The darkness will pass. It always does. And on the other side of it, you'll find a version of yourself you never thought possible. So, if you're ready to take your first step out of the darkness, I want to invite you to join me. Let's walk this journey together. Subscribe for more stories of healing, strength, and growth. And if this video resonated with you, please leave a comment below and share your story. Let's support each other. Together, we can rise.